Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number RC1843. This is a 4x4 hinge with a 5/8 radius, full mortise, residential weight, plain bearing steel base with a security stud is what that is. That's what that funny feature is that you see right there. Okay, that's called the security stud. So the RC is a radiused corner, and on the 1843 that would be a 5/8 radius. Very typical and common that you will see in residential wood doors, wood frames. And how that comes about is when the door manufacturer or the pre-hanger is making the doors and frames, he's using an 1¼ inch wide router bit. Well, that would give you a 5/8 radius, and it's a nice large bit, and it minimizes the amount of back and forth routing that has to be done, along with the fact that with a 5/8 radius you don't square the corners out and you leave them as is. So it's residential in nature is where you're going to see this. Okay, the 4x4 is a reference to the height first and then the width. So this is a 4-inch tall by 4-inch wide. The width is not first on hinges like this. The height is. It's the opposite of the way that doors are. I don't know why, but I know that it's important to know that it's 4-inch tall first. Doesn't matter when you got a 4x4, I suppose, but if you had a 4x5 or a 5x4.5, then it certainly matters. Height first. This is shown in the US 5 antique brass finish. It is a very nice common finish, certainly much more popular in the 1970s, and probably somebody who's doing this, well, they're either doing new construction with 609 or antique brass or US 5 finish, and it is a very nice color anyway. Just fallen a bit out of favor, or they're replacing some existing hinges. Okay, now that security stud, here's the concept. You can see that you've got the prong or the stud, and you've got the female part, the hole here that's going to receive that. Well, when that hinge is closed, that security stud sticks into the back of the hole. Okay, now with that sticking through that hole, you can imagine that in the closed position, if you remove that pin from the hinge, which would be easy to do, you could tap that out, you still could not pull the door out of the jamb because that stud is all the way into that hole, preventing you from being able to pull the door out. That's what those are used for. Very common, and they're very effective as well at keeping it as a security sort of feature. So you would have that in an application where you wanted to help prevent tampering with the door from the pull side. Typically an outside exterior door that swings out is where you're going to see this. Okay. The hinge is full mortise. You can see from the swag on the hinge leaves there that the leaves are meant to be parallel when mortised flush to the edge of the door and frame, just like this. It is residential weight, and that means that the leaf thickness is 85 thousandths, and screws are included in a complementary finish. They're completely reversible, this hinge. You can use it for a left hand or for a right hand application. Certainly doesn't matter. There is a link below this video to the template, and the template is handy because it not only shows you the location of the screw holes so that you can work towards possibly determining if this is the right hinge for your existing installation, but on the lower right hand corner it gives you all the different part numbers as those part number changes when the treatment of the corners also change. It's a generic template throwing a lot of different part numbers in there, but you can see that this RC1843 is listed there at about 1/3 of the way down. It's giving you a 5/8 radius corner, 85 thousandths leaf thickness. Okay, those other part numbers are going to refer to differences, either in this corner treatment or the location of the screw holes, with or without a security stud, etc. Hager is comprehensive in terms of the supply of hinges, not only residential but commercial architectural hinges as well, and it's their namesake, Hager hinge. But not only hinges, exit devices, door closers, lock sets, sliding door, track and hangers, weather stripping, continuous geared aluminum hinges, and then trim and auxiliary hardware. Their name is synonymous with all phases of architectural and residential door hardware. Any questions on the Hager RC1843 4x4 hinge or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us.